sad to say, but as a foreigner in Slovenia, the fear and the lack of trust, and I'm not saying lack as in absency, but as in fluctuating.
Yeah.
And with some people more and some people less, but also in collaborations on the work floor. Hierarchy, lack of trust, and fear are three elements that are very much influencing the Slovenian society, in my point of view. And I know my point of view is very much colored by where I'm coming from.
It's okay.
Indeed, and I actually mean to say it not as in a judgmental way, but as in saying here is a big opportunity. Here is a huge opportunity, because I truly believe that when we don't act out of fear, we can achieve something that might be, like in front of our eyes for a long time already, but we don't get there because we actually don't decide. And why don't we decide? We might lack self-trust and confidence. And I really, what I'm kind of like mourning about it is that it is so much easier to live with confidence and self-trust, and not all the time in a place of fear, or deciding from a place of fear, when your environment is supporting that. And in environment, I also mean like parents, teachers, employees, and so on. And this is kind of like a privilege has been for me to grow up, in a place where that is different. So the challenge, I guess, for Slovenians, especially the younger generations who feel, still feel the energy of wanting to move forward, is not only like choosing that, but they kind of like the environment around them isn't prepared to support it. So that makes it a double hard challenge. And I see movement in that, and I'm really happy about seeing that. I also wish that in the economic system and the political system, there would be more opening around that. I'm not very confident that that will, be soon changing. But we are to some degree dependent on these structures and systems, and to some degree we're not. And this is, I believe, where we can take a huge amount of self-leadership.
Couldn't say it better. It's just what you said. There is a lot of, I share here the experience with my father-in-law. Was like when Ursha and I said we are going to be married, there was a huge handbrake on his side towards me. Before we were like, talking like friends, then suddenly I need to talk to him in in a manner of, he is a little higher than me, and we needed to. Then I took leadership in that sense and say, all right, I heard you have something, some disagreements here. Let's sit down and talk. And then we went out for a drink, and he was asking me all the questions. I shared them all, and in the end, he was still like, "Yeah, I don't think you will manage to survive this family." Like, little belief in it, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
But some people might be stopped by that." And why I'm sharing this is because there is this, where people, our parents, come from, right? There is a lot of it putting in schools, in papers. It's like it's still a lot meaning in Slovenia that you have a degree, which I think that is changing a little bit, and it's just like it's a lot of fear of not be able to survive. So we are not talking about living the life, right?
Yeah.
And I think that is the main difference that I hear from what you're sharing. So in Netherlands, it's like, I'm not saying it is like that, but also how I perceive Netherlands in general is like it's about living the life. So, we will support you, like you said, like, in Slovenia, it's a lot about surviving the life. So, put your hand down and I get it. And yeah, I'm up to transform that. That's why I'm doing this. It's like, streaming in Slovenia. It's like, there are a couple of streamers, but I'm saying 3 or 4 that are like, but there is only 1 or 2 that are actually living from it.
Okay.
Whether around the world, it's just like there is a lot of streamers who can live from it, and there are even some millionaires and stuff like that because they make it big. just comes out of that sport. And it's a great thing that you said that, because it's also, you know, like you said, it's opportunity. I don't feel that judgment, like, you know, that say that Slovenia is bad now. No, it's not bad. It's
No,
just like,
far,
yeah,
yeah.
it is what it is, and you can see it as an opportunity or you can see it as a limitation. That's
Yeah,
up to
and
each
I
individual.
believe that we have, you know, we have a lot of self agency around what choices do I make in this.